everything. So my friends, a few more days and we will be experiencing the brand new series of Fairy Tail that combines all of Hiro Mashima's worlds into one new series. Fairy Tail times Rave Master times Eden Zero, and I am hyped as hell for this new series. Hopefully you guys are too. I want to keep you updated as quickly as possible on it, so make sure you're following me at Soul_animation on Twitter, and I'll update you on the fastest info as it releases in Japan to keep you all updated and in the know, because I know you want to be. Now, link for that will be in the description, along with the link for our guild Discord, Grimoire Heart. Join us in there to be talking about this brand new series with everyone as the new chapters are announced. Seriously, coming in just a couple days, you guys get in there. Now, this new series has me really diving deep into Mashima's past, and while I've seen some of Rave Master, I'm currently experiencing Hiro Mashima's Rave Master manga for the first time ever. Little did I know how much this thing would influence Fairy Tail in the future and how similar it would be to our FT characters. Reading this seriously feels like I'm watching Natsu and Lucy being created and being developed through Haru and Ellie, Hiro Mashima's original main characters, for the first time ever. I know I told you all on Twitter I was gonna be reading like 35 volumes in one night, but yeah, that definitely didn't happen, as you might expect. This is actually a pretty long series, and honestly, I'm just taking my time and enjoying it now. Hopefully, if you all haven't read it yet, you'll read it with me. I'm reading it on global.bookwalker.jp, that link is in the description as well, and you can get every single volume of Rave Master in English there, like I did, with $5 off all the volumes if you want when you use my code SOULANY. And I'm glad they have it online on Bookwalker in its original format, since the series is totally out of print right now as far as the English manga goes, so it's not so easy to find, and I'm just really glad they had it. Now, maybe I wouldn't say this is necessarily like the prequel story of Fairy Tail, but to me it's like a prequel or origin in the sense that you literally feel the development of Natsu and Lucy in Haru and Ellie. I mean, the emotion, the friendship, the way Lucy looks at Natsu when she's like sad or happy or angry, you get that exact same feeling in Rave Master, which was written way before Fairy Tail ever was, and I feel like only Hiro Mashima could create that feeling. And one of my favorite things so far about Rave Master is seeing where Hiro Mashima started with his design work, character designs, overall like unique punk aesthetic that was clearly influenced by where Hiro grew up, like in the mountains, and the things that inspired him. Like, you clearly see that in the series. Whereas Natsu may have had some of Hiro's personality, as I'm sure all of his characters do. One of the main characters in Rave Master, Haru, is literally the essence of Hiro Mashima to me. Like the way the character's hair flows, the chains you see on some of the characters, the earrings, the jewelry, the collared shirt that Haru is wearing, and even the design of Rave itself. I mean, Hiro Mashima literally replicates this style in his day-to-day life, and seeing him inject all of that into his first manga is so cool to me, knowing that like Hiro Mashima's style never really changed. Like, he was always like that. I mean, when you look at him, that's exactly how he dresses. That's his style, and it's so cool to see him put that into his manga. It's like this manga embodies all of what Mashima is really about, and I love that. You also see how much of his original style was probably influenced by the creator of One Piece, and how over time in Fairy Tail and Eden Zero, Mashima grew into his own style that appeals more to me, honestly, and clearly he found success with that with an international audience in Fairy Tail. And for me, seeing like the first time Haru and Ellie expressed those emotions like Natsu and Lucy did, knowing that eventually these characters would develop into Natsu and Lucy and become a worldwide hit. Like, just imagine Hiro Mashima starting out this young guy who dropped out of art school and drawing that loving scene between Haru and Ellie, the main characters in Rave. that would eventually be the basis for Natsu and Lucy in Fairy Tail. Like, that one scene that you see in the beginning of Rave, that scene changed his life forever. He just didn't know it yet. Because I guarantee that's why so many people love Fairy Tail, is that relationship and that interaction. I mean, thinking about that just makes you smile, you know? I mean, Hiro Mashima came from nothing. Seeing that that's what led to his success is amazing. Reading Rave Master is like looking back at this small piece of history that will grow into something iconic. And I know some people like Rave even more than Fairy Tail, and I can totally see that and see why. I mean, I'm loving the story so far. Whereas Lucy started out as the main character in FT with her own adventure and she meets Natsu. It was Haru who started out as the main character in Rave and then met Ellie. And the writing so far can be cliche, but it can also be heartwarming and quick-witted, and I'm enjoying all these really unique and obscure villains. I mean, Rave has that magic something that I loved more than anything in the early days of Fairy Tail. The adventures of a boy and a girl who are seemingly attracted to each other in some sense, who are friends, who are going through these obstacles. It's like that's what I always loved about Natsu and Lucy, and that literally is what the beginning of Rave Master is. It's a wonderful story. Plu constantly making me laugh, and the fact that that character is carried on in Fairy Tail makes that link even better. I'm sure Plu will have a lot to do with the new series. I mean, Mashima actually drew Plu while he was still in school, and I believe he didn't know what Plu was supposed to be, which is where the whole dog jokes come in. And I mean, he actually said that Plu is even difficult to draw, which I find pretty funny. And then Ellie is just this strong, beautiful girl that's helping Haru carry the story, certainly. Wanting to find out her backstory will continue to keep things interesting for me, for sure. And I cannot wait to find out what happens with Ellie, how Haru is accidentally going to stumble upon to saving new parts of the world, which is another thing I love about Rave. An amazing storytelling mechanism is always cluing in the reader or watcher as to where, directionally, in the confines of the fictional world, where these characters are. So you are completely in the know when Haru is traveling north from his island to Punk Street or whatever to the next island, and how big it is, and that's very important to be really immersed in the character's world and the setting, and to get a sense of how big everything is or how small everything is, and to exactly where you are. That's so important for the reader, and that's something that Hayao Miyazaki often spoke about, and something that Hiro Mashima is doing really well in Rave. And anyways, currently Ellie is searching for this Jellal looking character that I saw last chapter or something, who may know something about her memory, and I'm so excited to find out what happens next with her. I mean, again, if you want to go read Rave with me, global.bookwalker.jp, link in the description, use that code SOLANI. If you want to know about this new series, follow me on Twitter at @soul_animation, and make sure you're not only subscribed to the channel, but click that bell to be notified as to when new videos are going to go up about the new series, to be notified.
Take mode on. 低すぎ。無事か？ハル、私は無事だけど、ルーシーのパンツが。余計なこと言わないでいいから。あいつは俺が倒す。ナツ。またお前か。邪魔すんじゃねえよ、銀髪野郎。邪魔なんかしねえよ。あ？お前。
Thank you guys so much for watching, for being a part of the guild, and coming up I have so many cool things to show you guys. New signed Hiro Mashima pieces, and one of the rarest pieces in the world from his personal collection will be featured on the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll show you guys something cool really quick. So this is a print of Mashima's Erza art. I think it's the most beautiful Erza artwork that Mashima has ever done. It's not signed or anything, so it's not as rare as some of the other pieces that you guys have seen on the channel, but yeah, I just want to show you guys real quick because I love this piece of Erza so much. Had it framed, and I think it looks really nice. You may have seen it, you know, on my Instagram or something, but I don't know if I've showed the channel yet. So yeah, I want to show you guys real quick. Anyways, like I said, stay tuned. There's going to be lots of cool stuff coming on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
私たちは元気です。